When people ask what they want to do with their lives, the answers are usually the same. Lawyer, doctor, businessman. But my answer was always a little different because I never wanted a job. I wanted a journey. I wanted to be...
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
Pokemon! What's up, YouTube? I'm a North Cross or Eli. If you've seen my TikToks, you may know me. Or if you've seen my Instagram reels, I usually post on there. Or even shorts here on YouTube. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. I make skits, work at Amazon. I'm a D1 athlete who trains a lot. And now I plan on playing games and doing gaming content. As well as reactions, just other stuff. Just gonna post my life here on this YouTube channel. So this is the first episode of this series of me playing Pokemon MMO, which is basically just Pokemon, but online with its own economy and real players and real ways for me to just embarrass myself as I repeatedly die. I know this first gym was really hard for me, which unfortunately the gameplay for that cut out because my PC is crap. But yeah, I'm really happy to start this series up and then just, start building a community. So if you're into anime stuff, Pokemon nostalgia, or really just want to watch me slowly lose my mind, then you're in the right place. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So you might be asking, why Pokemon MMO? Well, pretty much I don't want to buy a new Switch to play Pokemon, and this is also the only way I know how to really record it. So, we're going to be playing on Pokemon. I don't know exactly which Pokemon game it is, but we're going to be playing in the Kanto region, which if you're a Pokemon fan, you probably know that. I'm sorry, I don't. But also, I haven't played an MMO in super duper long. And, I really just got that competitive itch to just get out there and just conquer this MMO, you feel me? So, in this episode, this was supposed to be the episode I get my first badge, but you're just going to see me get into it, name my character, pretty much capture my first Pokemon, and then just walk around for the first episode. But the plan for this series is simple. We're going to start from zero, build a team, and see how far I can get without doing anything on the side or using the marketplace system. So fully free to play, full send. We're going to become the king, the champion of this here region, and we're going to start off with naming our character. So, we had to go with the name Gojo, but apparently it was already taken, so we had to go with Gojo Sweaty Socks. Because, that's just the next best thing. And with all that out of the way, we finally got into the gameplay, created our character, and we loaded it up in our hometown, Pallet Town. So we walked around for a little bit and eventually made our way to Professor Oak's observatory, where we eventually fought our first foe, Gary. Now, first we had to talk to Professor Oak, of course, and eventually choose our starting Pokemon. And I really couldn't decide on a starting Pokemon, so I did the only option I really thought I had, and spun a wheel. So I added all the names to the wheel: Charizard, Venusaurus, and Blastos, and eventually got Venusaur. So I was going with the grass type starter, which is the first time I've ever chose a grass type starter in any Pokemon game. And I wasn't too mad about my decision. I'm usually a fire type person myself, but having a nice little Venusaur, kind of cool. So after that, we had to have our first battle against our rival Gary, and you know what we had to do to him. We whooped that boy's ass, and it was a little too easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's like Gary wasn't really trying. He had a whole Charizard, and he couldn't even beat a Venusaur. So after we beat Gary, we had to walk out and decide on a name for our Venusaur. And it had to be a good name. It had to be a name that resonated with the soul. So, you know what I had to choose. Yeah, his name is Chop Shit. So we got a first Pokemon named Chop Shit will lead us to the Elite Four single-handedly. He will show us the way like the Ugandan Knuckles did in 2019. Then after that, we had to fight a few fodder mobs like these rats. They're really trying to just bite my cheese off, but you know, we send them to the packing slammers. And really just, you know, smoke them like a blunt. Like we did Liam in the gym battle, which sadly we can't show because all of the audio just got crashed and the recording crashed. I can't even do a voiceover like I'm doing now, unfortunately. But you know, that's just how life goes. Next video, I am for surely getting all of the recordings, and I'm not going to be like this time for sure. And it's going to be on No Man's Sky, which hopefully, because I'm recording it on my Xbox, won't be as hard on my laptop and won't take up as much computing power. But that's neither here nor there. So next up, we pretty much just wander around. We give Professor Oak this letter back, and we find this Hoot Hoot who will eventually join our party. We named him Latravius, and Latravius, along with Chop Shit, will become the dynamic duo that will take this team to the greatest heights possible. We will soar to the highest mountains of Everest, and we will conquer the peak, because this is America and we own the finish line. And then after we catch Latravius, this is the point where I eventually went to the gym and beat the gym, which honestly, if y'all would have seen the recording, it took me 7 tries. 7 tries to beat the first gym, because let me tell you, the Geodude, the Sandshrew, the Onix were literally destroying Chop Shit. They're hitting him with Rock Slide and lowering his speed to -300. So unfortunately I don't have that recording, but I do have this reenactment I did after.
Oh, my name is Liam. I'm dying. Oh, I'm back. I got destroyed.
And that is how Chop Shit and Latravius defeated this gym. Well, as you can see from this vividing reenactment, they utterly just destroyed Brock and Liam. Liam got spanked over 5 times. You know, he defeated us 4 times at first, of course, but then we spun back. Tries. I'm sorry the recording didn't load, but apparently my laptop can't handle the recording. So it took me 6 tries, and honestly I had some good moments there, but sadly enough it didn't save. So you're just gonna have to trust me on my reenactment I just had. But alright guys, that's episode 1. If you want to see where this series goes, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'm planning on uploading the rest of the Pokemon MMO series weekly. So another video where I fight the 2nd and maybe the 3rd gym in 1 more week. If you're new from TikTok, there's gonna be way more chaos like this over there too. If you don't follow my TikTok or my Instagram, which are both eNorthcross, I'll probably put them in the video somewhere and link in the description. But let me know in the comments what starters you guys would have picked and what I should do and what I shouldn't do next episode, because clearly I kind of need help here, especially with like my computer. But thank you all for watching, and see you in episode 2.